Oh yeah, check that out. Welcome back guys, this is Eric here with Moss Pawn & Gun. Today we're going to be talking about a very unique handgun. This is an Arsenal Firearms Strike One. All right, so some of you guys are probably wondering what this crazy gun is or if you've ever heard of it. We got this gun from a place in Texas called Battleground Firearms, and as far as we know, they're the only people in the US bringing these in right now. It's a very new handgun that not a lot of people have really talked about because I just don't think a lot of people really know about them that much. It's a double stack 9mm, uses a Bergman recoil system, so very, very smooth recoil, very rigid frame. As you'll see in a moment, the rails on the frame are very rigid and long, and it just makes for a very smooth and deliberate recoil impulse. The bore axis is one of the lowest bore axes, if not the lowest bore axis of any pistol pretty much in the world right now. These are being used by Russian Special Forces right now, and they're made in Italy, okay, so Italian produced. Now, it's not the same Arsenal Firearms that makes AKs, okay? This is Arsenal out of Italy, all right? You guys are probably familiar with that double barrel 1911 that everybody's been talking about. They make that gun. So this is another pistol that they make. One of the sort of events that exposed me the most to this particular handgun was SHOT Show. And going around SHOT Show, there's like these humongous banners. If some of you guys were there, you probably saw them. You know, Arsenal Strike One, just these huge banners. And, you know, they're trying to really push this thing out there and make sure people sort of, know about it and everything. Feeds from a double stack 17-shot magazine, got a rail system, forward and rearly opposed cocking serrations, very smooth. The system of this gun is just great. There's a lot of things to like about it, and we're going to talk more as we go. We're going to shoot some more, but the handling characteristics of the gun are excellent. It feels really nice in the hand. It points real naturally. The sights for some may leave a little bit to be desired. For some of American shooters that prefer a little bit wider sight base, it might take a little bit of getting used to kind of pick the gun up and really let those sights come to the eye. But the fact that the bore axis is so low compared to other things that are out on the market, it might take you a little bit of getting used to. But once you get used to it, it's a very natural gun to shoot. So let's top off a few more mags, pop some more steel. I think Chad's going to throw some hollow points at some watermelons and sodas here, and we'll discuss the gun a little bit more. Let's do it. All right, I'm going to take a few shots with the Arsenal Strike One, but before I do, I want to elaborate a little bit more on what Eric was mentioning in the intro there. He mentioned the low bore axis of the gun, and if you guys don't know what like bore axis is in relation to a pistol, it means basically the height of the bore over the center line of your arm. So on some pistols out there, they've got a really high barrel mount, so the guns actually tend to flip a little bit more in your hands. With the barrel lower, the recoil impulse is more straight line into your arm, so you get very minimal muzzle flip and easier follow-up shots, faster follow-up shots at that. The frame on this thing is just as solid as it can be. The rails are about 2/3 of the length of the slide itself, so you got a very solid platform for the slide to ride within, and the Bergman system is extremely smooth. And I think that is what leads to the enhanced accuracy of this pistol. We have noticed that this pistol just shoots the living daylights out. I mean, we've consistently shot a couple inch groups at 25 yards, on our little gopher out there, just popping them in the head with boring regularity when you take your time with it. And like Eric mentioned with the sights I'm not terribly crazy about because the rear sight is mounted into the end plate here, and it tapers up very sharply. So it's a little bit difficult to pick up if you're not used to it, but overall, the gun is excellent. We'll take a few shots for you here, just on our AR500 steel targets here from shootsteel.com. And I'm gonna load up some hollow points, take out our watermelons and sodas, probably take a few long range shots out there at 75 yards as well. Let's have a try. All right, about 9 yards away, I stacked those shots into a cluster about the size of a silver dollar. Can't ask for better than that. Let's take a few headshots here. 3 shots in the size of a quarter, about 9 yards. Magazines drop nice and free.
Oh yeah. Very, very smooth gun. We're gonna try out some hollow points. These are some Winchester PDX rounds, and I'm just gonna blast our sodas and watermelons down there. Got one more mag of spear. We're gonna finish that out. I'm gonna turn it back over to Eric and let him give some final thoughts on the gun. Let's take out some watermelons first. Alrighty. A little bit low. There we go. Oh, that one came apart nice. Oh boy, nothing like watermelons coming apart. All right, I'm gonna take out some sodas now. Oh, there we go. That one spun all the way around. Uh oh, not getting away from me. Well, that one got away. One more mag of 147 grain Spear Lawman. Uh-oh. Take a few long range shots. Really put it out there if you do your part. Take out our gopher a few more times here. Uh-oh. I got him one last time. Well guys, the little arsenal's not running too bad. I'll turn it back over to Eric, let him finish this video out.
Well fellas, the Strike One's definitely not running bad. Just so you guys know, I don't know if we really mentioned it earlier, but size comparison of this gun is very similar to like a Glock 17L, maybe a little bit shorter than a Glock 34. So it is in the full size duty gun range. I mean, it's not a small compact carry gun. It's more of a full size range pistol duty gun. Running really nice so far. The Bergman system providing very gentle recoil, smooth recoil impulse, good accuracy. I don't really know what else to say about it other than, I mean, you really just have to put your hands on one and check it out for yourself to see if it's something you like, but it's certainly a nice pistol. All right, I'm gonna try to go for some headshots here, hit these gongs a bit. Look at those freaking double taps on that plate. I mean, just slamming them right in there. I mean, as a combat gun, I can certainly see it, you know, being right at home in a wide variety of different situations. Let's go for a couple of headshots here, just to show the accuracy. And those sodas that Chad left, you know they're not getting away, right? So, you know what? Screw it. I'm gonna hit the sodas. How about that? That crap never gets old. I love it. All right. Uh-huh. Yep. Oh, man. All right, one last one. There it is. Man, I tell you, guys, it just makes short work of those sodas. I've got one soda that's kind of hanging down, sitting there, and a few of them have soda in the bottom. So let's see if I can shoot the bottom out and drain the rest of the soda. And that one is swinging, adds a little bit of a challenge. We'll see if I can hit it. Look at that. All right, one more time. I love it. All right, let's see if I can shoot that one that's swinging there. Look at that. Drain right out of the bottom. Guys, this gun is so accurate. I think that's really just the true cornerstone of this handgun in terms of talking about it, is the accuracy is just outstanding. Let's try some 75-yard shots back there. Right under it. All right, and those, let's see. I got 2 rounds left. Those headshots I promised. Let's see. Oh yeah. Guys, the little thing's running like a top. put a few more mags through it. It's just so much fun. I mean, this video is so fun to make. It's just so easy to talk about this gun because it just shoots so dang good. Not too bad. Had a couple of rounds go over his left shoulder there, but tell you, one of the things about this gun is just how smooth the recoil impulse is. Really easy to keep on target. So a few final thoughts. We'll get Chad back in here, close this little video out, but we wanted to give you guys a good solid look at the Strike One because there's just not a lot of stuff out there about it so far. Not a lot of people have really been talking about it, so we want to give it a fair shake, show you guys what it's about. Let's close it out. Well, the point of this video was to develop a bit of an opinion on the Strike One. I've actually been shooting this particular gun. Ray and I both, and then Chad and I both have been running this gun a pretty good bit. It's probably had about 900 rounds through it, yeah, without being cleaned.
About 1,100 today.
Well, yeah, another 200 today. But pistol reviews are one of those things that I take very seriously because I know that there's going to be people that are going to be buying a handgun based on a review, or they might be looking to us for honest advice, and we want to make sure we can give an honest representation of what the gun's all about. Mm-hmm. So when we do handgun reviews, that's really why you don't see quite as many handgun reviews, because they take a lot of time to put together. We generally spend a good bit of time, several months, putting the gun through its paces when we decide we want to review it, and that gives us the ability to come to you guys with any problems that might weed out over the course of, you know, a few thousand rounds or whatever.
Yeah, we haven't cleaned the thing since we've had it, so it's probably due for a cleaning. But like I said earlier, you know, my only minor complaint is the style of the rear sight. You know, maybe if maybe I could fill in the two rear dots, just black them out, and then that way I could focus more on the front dot, since it is kind of a 3-dot system. But yep, the rear sight is just so narrow. It's a little bit difficult to pick up in quick, you know, firing situations. But I'm sure that, you know, if you get a little bit more time behind the gun, yeah, probably be easy enough to accommodate it.
Well, one thing I'd like to see on the rear sight, and this is literally my only complaint about the gun. I love the gun. Actually, two minor complaints. This is what I'm going to come up with. The rear sight should be as wide as the slide. Mm-hmm. All right, that's fine. They can leave the channel the same width, because I do like the fact that when you look through the rear sight, you can see, you know, air on either side of the sight. Mm-hmm. You can pick up a really consistent sight picture. I do like that. My other complaint, maybe they should offer this in some form of a compact. Would be cool.
That would be neat.
You know, maybe a smaller version, a little bit more akin to concealed carry and things. The recoil impulse, the excellent accuracy of this gun, combined with like maybe a shorter, stiffer barrel and a smaller gun in general, could be a pretty dang cool thing to have.
Well, that Bergman system, you know, they used to use that system on machine guns, you know, and it was developed. I mean, there were firearms used at the turn of the century using that system, and it's a very proven and, you know, desirable system in a handgun in itself, and that's probably one of the attributes to the accuracy of the gun. I mean,
yes,
this gun is as accurate as a Glock would be if you put a match barrel in it.
Pretty much.
I mean,
and you know, I would say also disassembly is so easy. You'll see it here in the B-roll shots. I mean, it's just one little pin here. You just cheat the slide back. You don't even have to take the pin out all the way. There's a little spring that captures it. You can pop it out all the way if you want, but it's got a, you know, a spring that retains it. You dry fire it, all the guts come right off. There's a sleeve, the basically Bergman system sleeve that pops out, and the barrel comes right out. There's no bushing or anything like that to have to unscrew like on a CZ or a 1911. I really do like the gun. I think time will tell as more people, you know, have a chance to get their hands on these things and check them out. I know it's kind of hard to take our word for it because you got to put it in your hand, check it out yourself, see if it's something you like. Check out Battleground Firearms there in Texas. If you're local, go by and put your hands on one of these Strike Ones, check it out. I definitely want to say thanks to them for helping us obtain this pistol for the review, because they are a little bit on the difficult side to locate, but hopefully as, you know, more people know about them, and that's kind of why we're trying to put the word out on them. As more people know about them, maybe they'll be a little bit more prevalent at your average, you know, local gun shop.
Well, if you got any questions about the gun as far as just reliability and durability goes, I mean, the Russian military is about to use this gun, about to adopt it, so.
Well, yeah, I mean, generally with any service pistol or service rifle, you're generally going to see the special forces and a little bit more elite forces taking the gun on, and usually that's who they use to put it through the trials, because, you know, they're going to drop them down stairwells and drop them off of rooftops. And I mean, if an SF guy or a 3-gun guy can't break it, then you know it's a pretty good gun. So
pretty decent gun.
Yeah, so you know, it's interesting to see that whole process playing out. But guys, we really want to thank you for watching today's video. We hope you enjoyed it, learned something about the gun. We tried to have some fun, you know, always take out some watermelons and sodas and other odds and ends. But thanks for watching today's video. Many more gun reviews on the way, more pistol reviews, more 5 guns videos, more firearms facts, gun gripes, reloading. I mean, guys,
the full gamut.
We do it all. So if you are new to this channel and you like this video, consider subscribing. A lot more on the way. Thanks for watching.
Take it easy, guys.